Yeah, what did they get called for? Because there are two black guys sitting here meeting me?
Yes.
Well, what did they do? What did they do? Someone told me what they did.
They didn't do anything. I saw the entire thing.
They didn't.
What did they do?
Nothing. And the woman says for paying customers and after us eat. They didn't do anything.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again here with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Philadelphia. Big shout out to all my peeps in Philly. You know who they is. Big shout out to you, Gilly the Kid. My boy Benny Single, Oschino, Vasquez. You know who you is. Anyway, we have a troubling story. We have two black men basically in Starbucks just waiting for a friend. You know, they haven't ordered anything yet. So what would be the big problem other than being, of course, black? So what the manager decided to do, or what somebody, employee of the store, and I'm thinking that most likely it's the manager, decided to do was call the cops on these people after allegedly asking these guys, do you want to order anything, and allegedly asking them to leave. Now, if it's true that the manager asked them to leave, I don't know why they didn't leave, and I'm not trying to reverse the story or anything like that, but at the same time have to report everything. Now, I don't know if he really asked them to leave or if he gave them an excuse to leave or whatnot, but the whole situation was blown way out of proportion. And you know already the tension is in this country between the races. I don't understand that part neither, but I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion surely as we go. Starbucks, Philadelphia store arrests two waiting black men. Was it racist or was it not? Or was it justified? Now, Starbucks Philadelphia store arrests two black men. Calls of racism are made after police insist they were correct to arrest loitering black men who refused to leave after being repeatedly asked by personnel. The arrest of two African American men waiting to meet a friend at a Philadelphia center on Starbucks on Thursday has led to accusations of racism following the release of a viral video of their arrest. Now pause. So you arrest these guys because they were sitting in your establishment. You asked them to leave. But how many times we don't see other people of other color waiting on somebody and it never was no problem? And quite frankly, I don't like no damn Starbucks anyway, that high ass damn coffee and shit. They give you the damn shits at damn work. You drink about 2 damn cups of that damn hot mocha coffee and eat a donut, but I'm telling you, you're gonna be in the bathroom about 30 minutes. That's why I don't mess with Starbucks no more. I'd rather have me some Folgers. You know what I'm saying? When I think about Folgers, that's the best part of waking up, with Folgers in your cup. Anyway, the men's arrest follows repeated efforts by Starbucks staff at the 18 and Spruce Street location asking the trespassing, keyword trespassing, loitering men to leave only to refuse before police arrived and handcuffed the men, escorted them outside. They said they was waiting on a friend. Now me, I wouldn't have went in there anyway. I'm not finna wait on nobody building business for no damn body. You know what I'm saying? So that's off top. We gonna meet some damn way else because there's too much crazy shit going on out there. One place you don't want, but two places you don't want to meet at as of now is Starbucks, and number one is Walmart. You might get killed at damn Walmart, you know what I'm saying? You might go to Walmart, pick up a BB gun, and wind up like John Crawford. Anyway, that's enough of that. The incident led to the mayor's office and Philadelphia police announcing two separate investigations, reported Philly.com. In a release statement, Mayor Kenney said that the city's Commission on Human Relations had been asked to examine Starbucks policies and procedures, including whether its training includes safeguards against implicit bias or unconscious stereotyping. Yes, this was a stereotype, because how many times, and to my white subscribers, not being racist, and to my people, my other subscribers, not cooning, but at the same time, how many times have you ever seen somebody of another color, whoever, getting arrested in America for waiting on somebody in a Starbucks or a restaurant, period? I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? So for them to sit up here and say that it was implicit bias or unconscious stereotyping. What is unconscious stereotyping? Unconscious is what? Okay. So you do something without thinking about it. So did the police unconsciously, or did the workers unconsciously stereotype these guys? It wasn't no unconscious decision. It was a conscious decision, meaning they knowingly know what they did and they acted it out. So all this big words and shit, you try to lose people with these big words. That's why you have to read this stuff and break some of this stuff down, because people will read that and they're like, oh, unconscious stereotype, huh? What is that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, failing to memorize, not saying that you're slower or illiterate or dumb, but failing to negate what unconscious mean in that sentence at that time. You know, it mean they wasn't aware they were stereotyping, but really they were. That's why they was being arrested. Because if you're not aware of something, it's oblivious to you. You would keep going on and this story would never existed. Let's continue. Philadelphia Police Commissioner Richard Ross, in turn said officers had acted appropriately. In a released video statement, Ross said police responded around 4:40 p.m. Thursday to a 911 call. 911 now, not no regular phone call to the captain downtown. Yeah, captain, we got a little, incident over here. Some guys don't want to leave, but they called 911. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if they finna rob us. I don't know if that Tuskface Johnson. I don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody over here. Anyway, now they placed a 911 call around 4:40 p.m. Regarding a disturbance following the men refusing to leave the cafe after asking to use the restroom without placing an order, which violated Starbucks policy, staff members told police. They told every damn thing on these damn men. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I go into places all the time, especially when I be on the highway. Shit, I go up in a Popeyes, I go to McDonald's, I bypass that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Except for Popeyes, I love me some Popeyes chicken. That McDonald's bullshit, I bypass all that. Popeyes, I gotta grab some, I don't care. I go to the bathroom, you feel what I'm saying? Do my little thing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, number one, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give TMI. And people like, what, Trey, what's TMI? Too much information. It's the number one, you feel me? But anyway, go in there, do my thing, or gas station and shit. If I gotta use it, I gotta use it. If there ain't no store around, guess what? To the woods I go. And a lot of y'all gonna bust out laughing at that. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the probe follows video posted by Melissa DePino on Thursday, showing at least six Philadelphia police officers taking the two men into custody without resistance. And they had a guy there, you remember the Cat Williams the special that he done in Atlanta, when he said, you call your white buddies up, you gotta have some white friends, you call your white buddies up, they be more madder than you. Be like, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. I've known him for 2 weeks. He would never do such a thing. You feel me? The white guy was more madder than they was mad. You feel what I'm saying? That's why y'all can say what y'all want to say. Everybody do not hate black people. Everybody do not hate white people. You feel what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. Because you got some of your people, your own skin color, hate you worse than somebody else who don't. So let's just keep it real. But this white guy, you know what I'm saying? And big shout out to him. Yes, of course. Big shout out to him for basically questioning those cops, because I didn't see nobody else question those cops. Even the black cop that was there didn't even question and try to figure out what was really going on. You feel me? But this white guy stood his ground and questioned their ass. What did they do? You feel me? And that made me think about Cat Williams. Let's continue. Now, the footage shows the two men being escorted from a table at the cafe in handcuffs, while a white man, identified as a Philadelphia real estate investor, Andrew Yaffe, asked why officers were called in attempts to explain to police that the two men were waiting for him. They was waiting for him. And big shout out to Andrew Yaffe. He's a real estate investor in Philly. Y'all support that man. Go buy houses from the man, or whatever the hell you're going to go buy from him. You know what I'm saying? Sports cars, I don't know. Just go get some from him, you know what I'm saying? Because evidently he stood up to these police, these tyranny cops, and basically spoke for the guys. I thought that was real nice of him. So let's remember that also when we try to say everybody racist, when we let our tongue, you know what I'm saying, get too far ahead of us, and when we let our hands on our keyboards before we type these stupid things. Think about the parties, the different people who played a part in this story. Think that this guy, Andrew Yaffe, the real estate investor from Philly, how he stood up for these guys, and he wasn't a skin color, you know what I'm saying? But the same person that was his skin color, that was these two guys' skin color, was one of the ones that was arresting him and didn't even ask one question. Think about that now. Now, what did they get called for? Because there were two black guys sitting here meeting me, Yaffe asked in the video. What did they do? Now we're going to change this up a little bit. This is how he really said it. What did they get called for? Because there were two black guys sitting here meeting me, Yaffe asks in the video, what did they do? You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he put his hand on his hip. You know, anyway, the PO said she was told by Yaffe that the men were family friends of his and that they had been waiting to meet him about a real estate deal. And attorney Lauren Wimmer, who agreed to represent the men pro bono after being contacted by Yaffe, said she was told at 12:30 a.m. Friday that the two were being released from custody. The Philadelphia Inquirer reported Wimmer declining to identify the arrested men. Ross said the men were released after officers became aware that Starbucks no longer was interested in prosecuting. I know you're not. I know you're not, because guess what? We got a voice and we got spending power. We got money. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you better look up at who the #1 consumers in America are, and then you will see why they retracting a lot of these statements. And guess what? Still don't support their ass. You feel me? Because if you got the audacity to do that, you feel me? We ain't gonna cut it off when you want to cut it off. Now you want to take it a mile. We're gonna take it an extra mile. You feel me? So I advise everybody, don't buy that Starbucks shit. Anyway, it's overpriced in a damn way. Let's continue. Now, the video has since led to Starbucks being accused of tolerating racism by its staff. Many on social media asserted that the men would not have been treated similarly if they had been white or Indian or Chinese or German or any damn thing else but black. And that's the damn truth. It's going to offend a lot of people, but it's the damn truth. And if it offends you, that means you must got some racism in your heart instead of looking at this story for the way it is, for what it really is. You feel me? Anyway, now waiting in Starbucks while black is a crime, tweeted the Roots Questlove. And big shout out to Questlove. Questlove gonna get on their ass. Let me repeat that again. Anyway, waiting in Starbucks while black is a crime, tweeted the Roots Questlove, a Philadelphia native. Big shout out. Anyway, perhaps non-surprisingly, Thursday's arrest has since led to calls for the city Starbucks store to be boycotted. And it needs to be, because you blew this whole situation out in a way that these cops gunning down people. What if these two guys or one of them would have lost their life? You know what I'm saying? What if they would have said, oh, he's resisting, he's got a gun, bow, 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 bow. That would have been it. All because somebody trying to meet Andrew Yaffe for a real estate deal. You know, it don't make no sense. That said, traffic at the Philadelphia venue and other nearby venues this weekend continue to be buoyant. Aware that they had a public relations disaster on their hand, Starbucks on Saturday released a statement expressing regret over the incident while insisting Starbucks stands firmly against discrimination or racial profiling. How in the hell can you say that y'all stand firmly against discrimination or racial profiling when these guys were clearly discriminated and racial profile? Now I understand about, you know, business and you don't want to buy the lottery in your restaurant, but I'm sure that these guys said, look, we just waiting on someone. They'll be here in a second. You know, this is such and such. And most likely the people at Starbucks probably knew that guy. Now, whoever one of these workers is at the Starbucks probably had their ass on their shoulders that day. Husband probably was cheating on them that day. If it was a woman, her daughter probably out giving that cookie up to everybody. Probably got 3 kids already. You don't never know what them workers was going through. So evidently somebody had a chip on their shoulder and they just was looking for anybody to get it off for. Because if that would have been me working in there, I'm like, okay, man, cool. You want some coffee? Shit, you want some coffee? Anyway, now they says, in their words, we apologize to the 2 individuals and our customers and are disappointed this led to an arrest, the chain said. We take these matters seriously and clearly have more work to do when it comes to how we handle incidents in our stores. We are reviewing our policies and will continue to engage with the community in the police department to try to ensure these types of situations never happen in any of our stores. And if they do, we won't videotape it. That part wasn't on there, but that's what they said right there. Now, despite its public apology, Philadelphia Mayor Kenney released a statement saying Starbucks has issued an apology, but that's not enough. Hell no, it's not enough. And those guys don't want no year supply worth of free coffee, free donuts and shit. Them guys don't want to have the shits for a whole year. Anyway, now add that, like all retail establishments in our city, Starbucks should be a place where everyone is treated the same, no matter the color of their skin. Police spokesman Troy T. Brown, meanwhile, said the department's internal affairs investigation is active and ongoing. They ain't doing shit anyway. So I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave a link to this website in the description below so you all can go check it out if you want to. But anyway, for them to say that, hold on, now I'm finna close. For him to say the investigation is active and ongoing, What kind of shit is that? I don't know who they think they be talking to. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this situation. This is a sad situation when you have in 2018, you know what I'm saying? It's still 2018 looking like 1955, looking like 1950 all over again. But one thing about it that we have on our side that they didn't have back then is this internet. We instantly connect to each other. We can let our voice be heard. You know what I'm saying? And that's why each one teach one. You feel me? So let your voice be heard. Anytime you see discrimination, racial prejudice, or people being mistreated wrong, let your voice be heard. Because guess what they say? The pen is more mightier than the sword. You know what I'm saying? Your tongue. Let that be your weapon. You can slay more people with your tongue in like Beyonce. But anyway, you can slay more people with your tongue than you can with any gun. You feel me? Because you only get 10 shots, maybe 50. You got a 100 round clip. Okay, 100. But guess what? Your tongue, you can reach thousands of people, millions of people. And let your voice be heard. And call these people out when they're wrong. It's different ways to fight a battle. You know what I'm saying? And also, be intelligent when we put them in check. You feel me? We got to be intelligent. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. Until those two guys, sorry that happened to you. Until the real estate investor from Philly, Andrew Yaffe, good job standing up for these guys. And also Questlove for making that statement. Big shout out. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video. And also remember, have no hatred in your heart. You can do what you want to do. But for me, I hate no one. I love everybody until you give me a reason not to like you. That's just how I am. I judge people on the content of their character, not on the content of their skin color. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. I'm out.